How do you solve for x?
Do the math to nail the landing. Learn how to solve all kinds of equations.
What does your video sound like? Go to Artlist.io and get the best music and sound effects for your videos. This is not the real world. This is your creation. The stories you tell, the images you take, and the music you choose. Soundtrack your videos with Artlist. Be creative. With unlimited music and sound effects and a license that covers everything.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we get started, I'd like to just take a moment first to thank you, all of you here in this stadium today. It's been a very difficult year and a half for everybody in every way, and yet these students persevered, and you persevered behind them. I want to thank you for your support for our school and for our students and our staff, because we could not have done it without you. And I just want to say thank you. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Southgate Community Schools faculty. And please welcome the Southgate Anderson High School graduating class of 2021. Would everyone please stand for the presentation of the colors by the Southgate JROTC Color Guard and remain standing for the national anthem. The Color Guard is commanded by Cadet First Lieutenant Aller, carrying the American flag. The Michigan State flag is presented by Cadet Staff Sergeant Aller. The riflemen are Cadet Second Lieutenants Fritz and Perot.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. It is my distinct pleasure to welcome the band, JROTC, the Board of Education, District Administration, faculty and staff, parents, family, and friends of the graduating class of 2021 to this evening's commencement ceremony. I would now like to introduce our superintendent, Ms. Sharon Irvine.
Thank you, Mr. Lyons, and welcome class of 2021. Outstanding job. Today, I'm here to introduce our esteemed board members, and as I introduce them, I will ask them to stand. First, we will start with President of our Board of Education, Timothy Estheimer. Next, I will introduce Vice President Andrew Green. Our Secretary, Dr. Darlene Pomponio. Our Treasurer, Jason Craig. Trustee Rick Lamos. Trustee Neil Freitas. And Trustee Sean Sage. Thank you, and we look forward to this evening.
Thank you. And now we will have our senior scholars address their fellow students. First, Miss Nevaeh Hilden.
Good evening to the class of 2021 and to all who are able to be here to support and celebrate this momentous occasion. This day is momentous for a number of reasons. Not only are we graduating from high school and moving on to the rest of our lives, but we made history. Maybe we made history for reasons we wish we hadn't, in particular, the loss of our senior year of high school. But we somehow managed to persevere and earn our diplomas during a global pandemic. Maybe we didn't have our last Friday night football game or iconic homecoming traditions. Maybe we didn't have the all-encompassing sports seasons or club experiences. Maybe we didn't have the opportunity to all spend our last year together in the classroom. And maybe we didn't have the prom that we envisioned just 15 months ago. But we have this moment. We have this last chance together to say goodbye. But before we say our goodbyes, I would like to give you all some advice. I recently listened to a song in honor of graduates, and the lyrics spoke to me, and I think they will speak to many of you here as well. Don't be reckless with other people's hearts. Don't put up with people who are reckless with yours. You never know what someone is dealing with on the inside, so don't jump to judgment. Don't waste your time on jealousy. Sometimes you're ahead and sometimes you're behind. The race is long, and in the end, it's only with yourself. And throughout this long race we call life, whatever you do, don't congratulate yourself too much or berate yourself either. Remember the compliments you receive, forget the insults. You are your own worst enemy. The challenge is to also be your own best friend. Maybe you'll marry, maybe you won't. Maybe you'll have children, maybe you won't. Maybe you'll divorce at 40, maybe you'll dance the funky chicken on your 75th wedding anniversary. Everyone has a different path in life, and that's okay. Get to know your parents. You never know when they'll be gone for good. Be nice to your siblings. They're the best link to your past and the people most likely to stick with you in the future. Understand that friends come and go, but a precious few who should hold on. Never let go of said few. Work hard to bridge the gaps between geography and lifestyle, for as the older you get, the more you need the people you knew when you were young. Regardless of where life may take us, we will always have each other to look back on. After listening to some of the words to this song, I came to the conclusion that life is unpredictable. Whether it be aspects of your senior year of high school or the loss of a loved one, or financial hardships, we have all struggled this past year. We need to cherish every moment with those around us, no matter how big or small. We never know when it will be our last. With that being said, I want everyone to cherish this last goodbye. Congratulations to the class of 2021.
And now, Ms. Ava Perriam.
Good evening, class of 2021, faculty, parents, and friends. First, let me introduce myself. I am Ava Perriam, and I am the class vice president, and I am honored to have been asked to speak tonight. Our journeys through high school have all been experienced in different ways, but we have all reached a common goal here tonight. We have completed these past 4 years, each as individuals on our own path, whether it be as a student, club member, athlete, band member, artist, or gamer, we all sit here as one, achieving one of the most significant accomplishments of our young lives. As we move forward, we know that we will all be pulled in different directions, as high school has shown us on a smaller scale. But the biggest lesson to take away from this chapter of our lives is that it does not matter what path you take or how different your path is from someone else's, because we have all reached this moment together as the graduating class of 2021. As we move forward and develop new relationships, it is important that we remember to keep a positive outlook. We will all have different obstacles throughout the course of our lives, but having resilience and remembering that there is good in everything will carry us through the hardships that lie ahead. As we move forward to shape our world, the realization that we can bring a positive light to those in need is what will make our generation evolve into a society that transcends the boundaries of our past. Let us not judge each other because of followers or likes. Instead, let us show one another compassion. Let us understand that we may not understand, and let us continue to strive to become better people. As freshmen, bringing positivity to others was not at the top of our to-do list. But as we finish high school, we must start thinking of what we want to be known for and the impact we will have on those around us. As we transition into the next chapter of our lives and strive to make a positive impact on the world, we may think that this seems complicated. But in reality, there are simple gestures that can change both your day and the day of those around you. Looking up from your phone to acknowledge someone walking by, or saying hello to the person that you don't normally talk to. These can change someone's day. As we leave Southgate Anderson behind today, express gratitude to a teacher, hug a parent and a friend, or you can just simply smile to one another. To my classmates, I wish you all success with what your future holds, and thank you for the memories we have created together. Class of 2021, let no one stop you from reaching your greatest potential in life.
So in September of 2017, most of you came to Anderson High School for the first time. Others of you joined at some point after that. And then in January of 2018, I joined you on this journey. Today, we celebrate the completion of your time in high school. I've often said that I've never felt so welcome as when I came to our school. And many of you sitting out here today are a big part of the reason that I can say that. And now, you are the first class here with whom I have gone through all 4 years of your high school career. So maybe that's why I had such a hard time writing this speech. I've spoken at commencements for over 15 years. Typically, I know what I'm going to talk about months ahead of time. This one, I've been working on it for 3 years. And I was still struggling with it this morning. And then I realized why that was. What I wanted to say to you, you've already been saying to me throughout our time together. Your classmates just gave far better speeches than I could ever give on this day. Ava mentioned that as freshmen, bringing positivity to others was not at the top of your to-do list. Well, if that's the case, then that means it must have come to you naturally. And that's something special. And as Nevaeh said, in more eloquent words of a song, of course, take care of yourself, take care of others, and don't let the world get you down. So class of 2021, my message to you is this: do not forget the words of Ava and Nevaeh and of Dylan, who's going to speak here in a few moments. I'm proud of you. I love you. I'm going to miss you. Now go out there and make others feel just as special as you've made me feel over these past years. Thank you. Ms. Irvine, Mr. Estheimer, the students before you have completed all of the requirements of graduation for Southgate Anderson High School, and they're ready to receive their diplomas. Ms. Irvine.
Thank you again, Mr. Lyons. I asked Mr. Lyons if I could use this time to speak just a little bit, and he said sure, and now I didn't realize what I was going to follow. So I'm going to do my best. I've only met you for such a short time, just 6 months, and as I prepare to issue your diplomas, I want to leave you with this truth. Every choice that you make from today forward will either present you with more opportunities in the future, or they will close opportunities down for you. I urge you to make choices now that give you more choices later. Each of you will leave this graduation with a newfound freedom, the power of choice. Choice is the currency of adulthood. Spend it wisely. Although the choices you were able to make until now have been limited, you may not have even realized that they were choices for you. You're here today because you made those decisions. You chose to complete assignments, to study, to audition, to try out, to sign up for a club or an extracurricular activity, to make new friends, to get up and go to school, and this year, to log on. Because of those choices, you have had more opportunities. You're here now. You're graduating. And now your choices are unlimited. The world of choices before you are huge. Think big. Be bold enough to look down the road and decide what you want in life and plan for it. Map out the choices you will make that will take you there. If you go to college, are you going to double major? Are you going to go out for that club? Are you going to go out for that audition? Are you going to go into those armed forces? When you're there, are you going to make the best of it? Are you going to go find that job? Seek it down. Choose paths that broaden your future and don't narrow it. Choose challenges that grow your potential and they don't shrink it. Choice is a power you have, but bear in mind, any power has a dark side. Some choices you will face will threaten to shut down other choices in the future. Addiction, drugs, alcohol, gaming. Can limit your job choices, your relationship choices, your health choices. Choices that lead to encounters with the law can complicate your future and shut down more choices. So the choices here are for you to make moving forward. Everything in front is a decision tree. So moving here, from now on, ask yourself, is the decision I'm going to make right now going to give me more options in the future? Will this choice bring me more choices that will take me where I want to be in life? The choice is yours. And at this time, I'm going to go ahead and pass this over to the diploma presentation.
Test. Dylan Faber. Ava Perriam. Connor Augenstein. Alana Proudlock. Alexis Newman. Sophia Vargas. Zachary Altizer. Gavin Baxick. Audrey Edwards. Morgan Farrinars. Emma Gazier. Brianna Heyer. Nevaeh Hilden. Jordan Hunt. Chloe Jankowski. Scott Karagayogis. Adam Manick. Gordon Ing. Ian Norcia. Stephen Porter.
Frank Rizizzi. Sarah Saadi. Alexia Skirtu. Stephanie Tasevsky. Marcella Thomas. Stephen Thompson. Isabella Fasari. Megan Zaviker. Ronnie Wall. Christian Akers. Madison Bailey. Soraya Banks. Jacqueline Barquette. Jaden Barnes. Sean Bartolo. Andrew Bedard. Caleb Belcher. Natalie Beltran. Jasmine Benitez. Nathaniel Bess.
Sophie Bingham. Nicholas Blair. Julie Bolash. Samuel Bomarito. Tyler Bolden. Nick Glenn. Julian Brown. Kayla Brown. Julian Brown Jones. Brianna Baumgardner. Antonio Burgos. Caden Dilita. Jacob Young. Skylar Rembelski. Andrew Calhoun. Nicholas Campo. Destiny Campbell. Daniel Candell. Isabel Castrian Aquino. Ricardo Vasquez.
Brianna Eunice. Adonis Wade. Estefany Castro. Jade Chancelome. Landon Wood. Joshua Sislo. Rylan Klasjans. Torian Clemens. Anthony Codrington. Caden Kaufman. Emma Coombs. Anna Kreitzer. Alexander Cronenwet. Jade Crookshank. Samuel Cunningham. Evan Burke. James Daling. Jada Davidson. Cameron Walski. Derek Dietrich.
Cheyenne Tyson. Logan Dillon. Dominique Dixon. Harrison Doherty. Lily Doherty. Ryan Drulard. Liliana Wittenberg. Connor Eccleton. Selena Ellis. Trevor Fecto. Connor Farrell. Dylan Fields. Dominic Fobar. Jordan Foggs. Emily Fritz. Raina Gagan. Emilio Gallo. Emilio Gallo. Sorry. Zaro Gallo. Giselle Garcia. Yadira Garcia.
Gabriel Garza. Kimberly Gowenda. Haley Kretschmer. Daphne Yedovasetes. Jada Gibson. Candace Glazar. Nathan Golding. Ruben Gonzalez. Jasmine Gorkowitz. Bradley Grail. Alyssa Grapes. Spencer McMahon. Traymon Hampton. Deja Gudger. Damon Hampton. Jade Grew. Khalil Hagabook. Kyle Hawkins. Blake Head. Jordan Hensley.
Paige Hester. Brandy Hinson. Jeffrey Hodnicki. James Hornick. Zachary Houston. Rena Huang. Suling Huang. Annalise Hudson. Tyler Hunter. Michael Iwagu. Braden Jackson. Ryan Jocks. Chica Johnson. Shakira Johnson. Jacob Keyser. Skylar Witkowski. Angela Juco. Hope Justin. Matthew Carrick. Jeremiah Jones.
Davion Jones. Jacob Kimes. Carolina Klosterman. Zachary Colbert. Herman Ruiz. Aiden Kuhn. Colin Lawson. Faith Leggs. Jaden Lilly. Logan Willis. Sydney Lockhart. Irie Lopez. Francisco Lopez Gomez. Riley McDonnell. Catherine Malmsten. Leslie Maloney. Salvatore Manzella. Nathaniel Markland. Layla Marquez. Nicholas Mara.
Brett Maher. Madison Mayhew. Brooke McClure. Angela McCown. Troy McCrae. Isaac McGrath. Guy Griggs. Alex Merriman. Jack Merriman. Madison Mahalik. Paige Miller. Todd Miller. Dylan Milner. Charles Manella. Kevin Mitchell. Tanya Montano. Abby Neal. Madeline Newstead. Nicholas Nicoletti. Joseph Novotnik.
Noah Packwood. Austin Pazkowski. Phoenix Page Parker. William Palmer. Brendan Caldwell. Neil Perrock. Victoria Perry. Natalie Perry Crane. Alexia Phillips. Kirk Phillips. Kara Pilkington. Joel Pittman. Faith Plummer. Anna Pocini. Jalen Williams. Jocelyn Raths. Nadia Red. Selena Rivera. Michael Rodriguez. Adrian Rosas. Timothy Gainey. Carly Timmis. Jacob Rushlow. Catherine Ryan. Olivia Sage. Alexandria Salazar. Rogelio Salcido.
Sarah Scheffler. Rebecca Schmaltz. Nicholas Schubert. Cassidy Seal. Dakota Sensing. Desiree Shackelford. David Slitty. Kylie Smith. Chase Stambaugh. Brooke Staten. Amanda Steffi. Autumn Sternberg. Serena Strong.
Peyton Sturdahl. Kaylee Taylor. Lucas Thayer. Hannah Walsh. Seth Thompson. Robert Thompson. Lee Kenworthy. And Seisha Rush.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, please stand for our alma mater.
Memories of our high school days dwell within our hearts always. Here's to all the friends we made. Here's to Anderson. Hallowed halls will through the years echo loud with titan cheers. Here's to all our high school days. Here's to Anderson.
And now, please welcome your class president, Mr. Dylan Faber, for some closing remarks.
Hi, everyone. Okay, so I'm going to be honest with everyone. When I sat down to write this speech, I had a hard time trying to come up with the right words to express my feelings about our time here at Southgate Anderson High School over these last 4 years. How do you put into words all we have lost our junior and senior years? The first 2 years were great, with all the normal activities and experiences high school kids should have. Then suddenly, everything changed. I wanted to avoid talking about everything we have missed out on as a class and the many opportunities that we have all had taken from us, but how could I ignore that? We all looked forward to many things, such as the big student section at the sporting events, the Powder Puff games, the Powder Buff games, the pep rallies, homecoming, and so much more. The class of 2021 earned a name for ourselves way back in middle school as not being the best or most well-behaved class, and that title made us miss out on the Washington, D.C. trip and other fun field trips we were looking forward to. Thank you. I think even back then it made us even stronger as a class and as individuals. It made us learn over the years, and especially with this pandemic, to have the ability to adapt and to learn that nothing is guaranteed. We are the class that is ready for anything thrown our way. We can accept change and disappointment, and we have the skill set to adapt and be successful. It is important to continue pushing forward and to remind ourselves that the future is what we make of it. I cannot count the amount of people who expressed how sorry they were that our whole senior year was turned upside down. Like most of us, I shrugged it off, and I said it's not a big deal, hiding the fact that it really was a big deal. We are missing memories we will never get back. So I had to take a step back and take a minute to realize that this pandemic was not our defining moment of our class. We can't let it be. We need to think about the many unforgettable moments that we have all had at Southgate Anderson, from the first day of freshman year all the way until today. We need to think about the accomplishments we each have had, whether it be our academics, sports or clubs, and more importantly, the friendships we have made along the way. We have had many fun and exciting moments during our time here at Southgate Anderson, and even though we couldn't do it all, we still found a way to make some memories along the way, like sneaking out to paint the senior rock, tailgating at football games, and today, sitting as a class getting to graduate in person, which is something we were unsure we would get to do. For one last time, we are gathered together as a class. Congratulations, my fellow graduates of the class of 2021. It has truly been an honor being your class president. As we leave here today, always know that wherever we go and whatever we do, may we always be friends until we meet again. Thank you. Well, we did it. Congratulations. Now there's just one more step we have left to do. The moving of the tassel from the right side to the left side is a simple symbolic gesture. It represents leaving our high school days behind and becoming an official alumni of Southgate Anderson High School. For one final time, I would like to ask the class of 2021 to please stand. As your class president, I would like you all to now join me by moving our tassels from the right to the left as we graduate together. Congratulations.
Hey, whoa, Dylan, we gotta do the recessional. We gotta get in their seats.
I stick it under here for tomorrow?
They don't even know me. It's gonna fall. I'll be like, what?